Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Jones gets this to Waller, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here's Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line, that's where they'll take over. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Garoppolo to throw. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
And there's your dagger right there. I tell you, there's a lot of coaches in the league that would not have gone for it on 4th down. But with a 2-score lead, they roll the dice. Get the first down, and that should be enough to salt this one away.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And that's complete to Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. For that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.